and dissenting views. He, however, appealed to Nigerians to remain hopeful and committed to the country's progress.
To our National Assembly, judiciary, the press, and civil society, you are the guardrail of our republic. Criticize me, disagree with me, but never stop believing in Nigeria. To our young people, Nigeria is your home and your future. Build here, hold here, work here, and food here. Every great nation was built by those who stayed to solve problems, but not by those who abandoned ship.
President Bola Tinubu speaking there. Back home, Akwa Ibom State has emerged among Nigeria's top-performing states in governance, according to the latest Commonwealth Institute of Advanced and Professional Studies Governance Performance Index, CGPI. According to a statement on the social media page of the Chief Press Secretary Ekere Deodo, the state was ranked among the country's top 10 best governed state, recording a score of 64% in the 2025 CGPI assessment, a recognition that highlights its performance across critical governance indications. The Governance Performance Index, CGPI, an initiative of the Commonwealth Institute of Advanced and Professional Studies, was established as a comprehensive framework for benchmarking, documenting, measuring, and encouraging good governance practices across Nigeria's 36 states. The assessment evaluates states based on key governance dimensions, including e-governance, transparency, accountability, institutional effectiveness, and public service delivery, providing an evidence-based platform for comparing governance outcomes and identifying areas of progress. To the National Assembly now. The House of Representatives has approved the State Police Bill, marking a major step toward decentralizing Nigeria's policing system. The bill secured overwhelming support during Thursday's plenary, with 289 lawmakers voting in favor of session. The session was presided over by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas. The lower chamber had dedicated the sitting to deciding on the proposed legislation aimed amid rising concerns over insecurity, including killings, kidnappings, and bandit attacks across the country. Proceedings, however, witnessed a brief controversy when Bashara Zubairu, a lawmaker from Kaduna State, raised a point of order. He argued that members had only received the report prepared by the House Committee on Constitution Review and had insufficient time to study it. Despite his objection, the Speaker ruled him out of order and directed that the process continue. Before voting commenced, Abbas informed members that the electronic voting system was not functioning, explaining that voting would instead be determined based on attendance records. Of the 290 lawmakers present, 289 supported the establishment of state police, while only one member voted against the proposal. The Speaker, Abbas, did not participate in the vote. In the Senate, the bill passed second reading, marking a significant step in the Parliament's ongoing effort to address the nation's worsening security challenges. The proposed legislation, which enjoys broad support across party lines in the Red Chamber, was subsequently referred by the President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, to the Senate Ad Hoc Committee on the Review of the 1999 Constitution for further legislative scrutiny. Leading the debate, Senate Leader Opeyemi Bamidele described the establishment of state police as a critical reform aimed at strengthening Nigeria's internal security architecture amid growing concerns over the capacity of the Nigeria police force to effectively tackle emerging threats. You're listening to XL News 360 on XL 106.9 FM, Uyo. In other news, the first set of Nigerians evacuated from South Africa is back home, following renewed xenophobic attacks in the country. They arrived at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. Nigeria's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Bola Enikanolaye, among others, was on hand to welcome the 258 evacuees who were escorted by officials of the Nigerian mission in South Africa led by the Acting High Commissioner, Temitope Ajayi. Addressing the returnees, Shola said Nigeria will not stand idly by while its citizens are subjected to attacks and harassment wherever they may be in the world, hence the swift and necessary action to bring them home.
As the Minister of Foreign Affairs, our job is to manage relations, even under the most difficult circumstances. We believe in diplomacy, we believe in engagement, we believe in dialogue, and we are confident that in this process we will continue to engage South Africa to ensure that our nationals are given better treatment going forward.
The minister said that the federal government remained fully engaged with the South African authorities at the highest level to ensure the protection of Nigerian nationals and address the root cause of these incidents. Talking business now. Nigeria's crude oil production rose above its Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries production quota in May 2026, with the country recording its highest crude output in 15 months amid improved operational stability and the absence of major disruptions across key oil facilities. Data released by the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC) shows that Nigeria produced an average of 1,530,354 barrels of crude oil per day in May, representing 102% of the country's 1.5 million barrels per day quota approved by OPEC. The figures were contained in a statement issued by the head of media and corporate communications as the NUPRC, Eniola Akinkoju, when considered condensate production of 170,446 barrels per day is added. Nigeria's total oil output climbed to 1,700,800 barrels per day, further strengthening the country's position as Africa's largest oil producer. According to the Commission, the latest performance reflects sustained improvement in the country's upstream operations and marks the strongest production level recorded in recent months. On the international scene, United States President Donald Trump says he has cancelled the planned strikes against Iran's key facilities hours after he vowed to have the U.S. military hit the Middle Eastern country very hard. Trump, in a post on Truth Social, said he called off the attack because negotiations with Iran had been taken to the highest level of Iranian leadership and approved. He further noted that the naval blockade will remain in full force and effect until the transaction is finalized. And Sports Turkish. Turkish Super League giants Galatasaray have rejected a staggering 120 million euros bid for Nigeria international striker Victor Osimhen, dealing a blow to Atletico Madrid's hopes of landing one of Europe's most coveted forwards. According to reports, the Spanish club submitted the offer as they search for a top-tier striker amid uncertainty over the futures of the German, Manchester United, Chelsea, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich said to be monitoring the Nigerian situation. Those are the stories of followed for you at this time. The news was produced by Okodi. For more updates, visit our website on www.xl1069fm or follow us on Facebook at xl1069fm, on X at xl1069_FM, and on Instagram at xl1069fm. For your news coverage, you can call us on 0703-044-8822 or 0816-452-1298. I am Rachel David White. Good afternoon.